Mario Gonzalez here, Navy to Navy Homes. Talking about rental requirements today. Landlords all the time say, well, what should I require out of a tenant? So we've got several blogs on screening your tenants and preparing your lease and preparing your home, really kind of risk mitigation. So see our other blogs for that. So today I'm just talking about what kind of rental requirements do you need to think about when you're screening tenants? Okay, so the first and foremost is you need a written policy. So this goes to all our real estate agents or property managers who are doing property management in any way, shape, or form. If you do not have a written policy, then you are putting yourself subject to HUD and fair housing guidelines. It's a time bomb. It's going to happen. There are testers who would look for these type of things. Now, if you're an individual owner and you own less than 4 homes, you really don't have to worry about the written policy, but it's still a good idea to have something that you go by all the time. So we're going to talk about a couple of things in that written policy. One is income. What kind of income requirements do you require? Most common in the industry, you'll see 2 to 4 times the amount of rent. That's reasonable to require, to inquire about, and you can verify that a variety of ways. You know, their employment, their employer, HR department can give you that, or look at their tax returns. The second thing is credit. You want to take a look at their credit, both their revolving history and their installment. Those are the big and the small accounts here. So in credit, you're looking not just what score they have, but you can't have a minimum credit score. Would advise that if you have a written policy, but you're looking for their ability to pay and also their willingness to pay. You can see several of the things. You should look at everything that's back 30, 60, 90 days, anything they have outstanding, anything in collections, any repossessions they've had of vehicles, foreclosures, houses, that type of thing. We'll talk about bankruptcies in just a moment. The final thing is you should have some like absolute no-goes that are that will trip the trigger and say, no, we just won't negotiate. One is evictions. That's very common. Here in Florida, evictions are a 3-strike rule. So basically someone's got to come out 3 times to your home. You have 3 warnings before you're evicted. So that's very common to say, nope, evictions, nothing. Sexual predators is another one. That's a very difficult subject, but oftentimes we see that as across the industry of people that say, nope, won't take sexual predators. The third ones are felonies, depending upon the type of felony it was and the time in which that has passed. You probably want to consider that as well. And then a fourth one that a lot of people don't know about are bankruptcies. Okay, if someone has an open bankruptcy, that your rent can get tied into that, and they would have to live there for free essentially until the bankruptcy was done. So we hope all this information is it gives you some things to think about when you're screening tenants. You really could use a professional company to do the tenant screening, even if they're not going to do the management of the home, because the small amount of money that you spend on professionally screening, and I don't mean doing an internet search, I mean a professional screening of a tenant, really can save you thousands in headache and lost rent and damage to the home, etc. So if we can answer any other questions for us, give us a call. Again, Mario Gonzalez, Navy to Navy Homes. Catch our other blogs with regards to other screening a tenant, preparing your lease, and just risk mitigation overall. Thanks so much.